Tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari orders security forces to sustain ongoing clampdown on bandits and other criminal elements in Nigeria. Federal government to build technology and innovation centers to achieve technological advancements. Plus, multiple accidents at Ikpoba Slope disrupts movement as combined team of traffic and security officers restore orders. A very pleasant evening to you and many thanks for joining us on the news tonight. I am Elizabeth Amako. And on a sharing note, the Nigeria Super Eagles have trashed their Cape Verde counterparts 2-1 in the second game in the qualifying series of the Quarter 2022 World Cup. Nigeria last Friday defeated Liberia 2-0 at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Lagos. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the armed forces and other security services in the country not to leave anything to chance in the renewed effort at restoring peace in all parts of the country. He said the ongoing clampdown on bandits and other criminal elements must be reinvigorated and sustained until the intolerable acts, lawlessness, undermining national security and stability are brought to an end. The president gave the directive at a crucial meeting of the National Security Council. State House correspondent Adamu Sembo has the details.
The National Security Council meeting, the second in less than 3 weeks, was summoned by President Muhammadu Buhari to appraise the ongoing military operations aimed at restoring normalcy in the troubled parts of Nigeria. These include the heavy clampdown on bandits and kidnappers in the northwest and north central, as well as terrorists and insurgents in the northeast. Discussions during the meeting, which lasted 3 hours, centered on the successes achieved, prevailing operational challenges, and strategies on the best way forward. In attendance were the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Ministers of Defense, Interior, Justice, Police and Foreign Affairs, the Chief of Defense Staff, Service Chiefs and the Inspector General of Police, as well as heads of other security services. President Muhammadu Buhari described the renewed onslaught against the criminal elements in parts of the country as not only impressive, but more like it. He told the security chiefs not to leave anything to chance until high sense of security and indeed hope in governance are fully restored to Nigerians, as explained by the Minister of Defense and the Inspector General of Police.
The President thanked us and praised us for what has been done so far, but we should improve much so that people can go about their lawful businesses within the quickest possible means. The President observed that there is more things to be done in the north central, northwest, where people are worried. Selective abductions and killings are done. This narrative must change. The new marching order is that all the service chiefs and the intelligence chiefs has been warned to go under the reinvigorate effort and to do more so that the North Central and Nigeria at large should enjoy better security.
We discuss the need for urgency in our dealing with the bandits. We believe they are becoming a nuisance. We have appraised our position. We find that we are capable. We can do this thing, but we need the cooperation of every Nigerian in order to ensure a free society. Without security, nothing will happen. And the Commander-in-Chief has emphasized this today, that without security, nothing can go. So he has directed us to find ways, tactics, and styles in which we can get out of this. And we assure him that we'll do our best to ensure the mission is successful, especially when equipment and other things are available to support the course of our tactical maneuvers.
Defense Minister Bashir Magashi confirmed that the Super Tucano aircraft recently inaugurated are yet to be fully deployed for combat operations. When done, perhaps as soon as the remaining 6 are delivered to Nigeria as early as next week, the result will be very clear. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In the meantime, the federal government is to establish technology and innovation centers for global competitiveness in the country in order to bring together all universities, polytechnics, industries, and institutes to work towards using the country's potential for technological advancement optimally. The Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Bonaya Onu, made the disclosure while delivering special lecture in honor of the Chancellor of Igbenedion University, Okada, Chief Gabriel Igbenedion in Okada, Edo State. Good luck, Enaine reports.
The lecture held at the main auditorium of the Igbenedion University, Okada, dwells on the need for Nigeria to pay attention to science, technology, and innovation if it must be relevant in a technology-driven world. Dr. Onu, who believes that Nigeria has all it takes to develop technologically, expressed the willingness of the federal government in ensuring that a conducive environment is in place to enable universities, industries, and research institutes work together to achieve a common goal.
Our universities, industry, and our research institutes do not work together for the common good. Each of them works as if others do not exist. This has slowed down the pace of industrialization.
The minister, who seeks the cooperation of both the state and local government as well as private sectors in changing the narratives, says Executive Order 5 of Mr. President is a driving force.
These centers will then use science, technology, and innovation in line with the Presidential Executive Order number 5 to effectively and efficiently utilize these resources.
Dr. Onu, while calling on universities in Nigeria to come up with science and technology programs, commended Chief Igbenedion for contributing immensely to human capacity needs of the nation. Vice Chancellor of the Igbenedion University, Professor Lawrence Ezemoye, highlights plans by the institution in driving technology-based courses. From Okada, Goodluck Enaini, NT News.
In same development, a Center for Contemporary Security Affairs, named after a former chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, has been inaugurated at the Igbenedion University, Okada, Edo State. The center used to provide the needed training and equip Nigerians on how to overcome contemporary security challenges. Again, Goodluck Enaine reports that the former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, now Nigeria's ambassador to Benin Republic, was accompanied by a retinue of army officers to witness the inauguration, which also coincides with the 87th birthday anniversary of Chief Gabriel Igbenedion, founder of the university.
Security of lives and property, as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution, as amended, is the primary responsibility of government, which is why it is taking steps to fight against all forms of insecurity. But for the former Chief of Army Staff, who is now Nigeria's ambassador to Benin Republic, says investing in human capacity will help to bring the needed solution to contemporary security challenges.
Adequate investment in human development is a veritable avenue to reduce the recourse to crime by those without germane skills to earn a living.
He urged Nigerians to eschew negative vices and contribute meaningfully towards securing the nation. He is happy with the founder of the university for impacting on humanity. Governor Godwin Obaseki and the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, were both represented. Vice Chancellor Igbenedion University, Professor Lawrence Ezemoye, described the event as another milestone in the history of the institution. The center, which many describe as a product of long-standing relationship with the Nigerian Army, was inaugurated and a guided tour of the facility. From Okada, Goodluck Enaini, NT News.
And talking judicial matters, the National Judicial Council is to investigate 3 judges in various jurisdictions for granting conflicting expert orders. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, said that these at a meeting with 7 chief judges of some states, including that of the FCT. The affected judges have been invited to appear before the NJC to show cause why disciplinary action should not be taken against them for conflicting expert orders. Justice Tanko Mohammed wants heads of courts to stop making newly appointed judicial officers vacation judges. He advises heads of courts to be abreast of development in the polity and judgment delivered by various jurisdictions to avoid conflicting decisions from courts of coordinate jurisdictions. Justice Tanko Mohammed also warns that the judiciary will no longer condone indiscipline or allow any judge to tarnish his image. And as part of the efforts to address farmers' herders' clash, 17 governors from southern parts of the country agreed to institute a law to ban open grazing in the states. While 5 states have since passed the law to beat the deadline, Edo State is still in the process of fine-tuning the bill. Obeyoto Babrasai sought the views of some key players on the developments.
Few months after 17 southern governors held the crucial security meeting in Asaba, where they agreed that open grazing should be banned from the 1st of September this year, 5 states, Abia, Ogun, Ekiti, Oyo, and Ebonyi, have passed the law. Edo State is among the 12 states that have fallen short. The majority leader, Edo State House of Assembly, in a telephone interview, gives reasons for the delay.
The Edo State House of Assembly, like all its sister states, is working on the anti-open grazing law. In doing so, we have to consider some variables, especially how we will turn disadvantages into advantages.
Other stakeholders believe that the ban on open grazing law will go a long way to address farmers' herders' clash.
Constitution is clear in section 14, sub 2, sub B, that the welfare and security of the people shall be the paramount aim of government. I think I support the state government in banning open grazing. And any person that is interested in doing a cattle business should confine them to a particular place so that you can account for them.
The Edo State governor participated in that meeting of the southern governors, where they kick against open grazing. I'm also aware that they resolve that it should be backed by law.
I'm happy the executive governor has submitted the bill to the assembly, and the assembly is preparing for the necessary actions.
The Edo State House of Assembly is expected to organize a public hearing on the bill to ensure that all stakeholders make their input. In Benin, Obeyoto Babrasai, NTA News.
This is NTA News at 7. Our first break is now. Don't go away.
When you come into the Glow Cafe, you're in for a world of treats. Not only can you monitor all your voice and data usage with ease, buy, share, borrow, and gift data and airtime in the smoothest ways, pay for any services of your choice using your airtime or your bank card, and manage or change your tariff plan to any plan you prefer seamlessly. You can also add friends, get sweet rewards, and so much more. Oh, and don't forget, if you ever need to recharge outside the Glow Cafe app, just dial star 805 hash to purchase airtime or data through your bank. So, step into your Glow Cafe today.
Just dial star 777 hash or download the Glow Cafe app today.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other. Located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city. Truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen. 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath. Enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold. Our hospitality is gold.
Long-time relationship that has been here for ages. Started when my late father was alive, and he's always here to see the Sama as a friend and as a brother. And certainly, whatever my forefathers have done, I have to continue from there. And Alhamdulillah, I thank God for his life. I'm here as my father used to be, and I will continue to be here, inshallah.
In mind of a memorable and unforgettable daddy, Pa Gaius Agbokonkon Ugbeide. An icon, a father in a million, a man who stood for the truth, a loving husband and grandfather of peace. Pa Gaius Agbokonkon Ugbeide, 1920 to 1977. The 44-year memorial service comes up on Sunday, 12 September 2021 at the Word of God is True Believers Ministry, number 1 Upper Forestry, New Benin, Benin City. Sleep on daddy until the resurrection morning. Fondly remembered by children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Signed, Dr. Uyi Ima Ogbeide, for the children. You are my hero.
Oh yes, Ameosa Motors. We don't turn that for we new branch for number 128 Saple Road by Ajib Junction for Benin City. Not be only that one, we don't upwekerize the price for Niger Delta roads. We need to worry by NRA Junction 500. We need to Abraka 700. We need to Ugeli 1000. We need to Bayasa 1500. We still a load from Benin to Port Harcourt. Worry to Auchi, worry to Ekpoma. We need to Ekun, Obiaroko, Kwale, Umutu, even Ekpoma to Port Harcourt City. For Ameosa Motors, safety of all our passengers, now it be number 1. That's now why we dey make sure say we use new motors and qualified drivers. Make you visit any of our branch around you to enjoy the upwekrization of Ameosa Motors. Ameosa Motors, king of the road.
Many thanks for your time. There was massive disruption of movement and traffic between Ramat Park and 3rd Junction Tuesday morning following a multiple accident at the slope. Paul Omukago reports that no life was lost. A combined team of traffic and security officers took control of the situation and restored order.
6 vehicles were directly impacted by this truck few meters from the bridge as the driver lost control while trying to avoid a drain manhole on this section of Ikoba Hill. The driver of a Toyota Karinahi and a survivor from this Toyota Hiace bus gave eyewitness accounts of the accident.
That hole that was front of that place, so the trailer driver fall inside the hole and the steering taken out. So the process of dragging, that is what get affected with this accident.
The trailer was coming at our back. The next thing we don't hear, I just see myself, something was not pushing my motor. As I just saw it, I see that it was a trailer. It now turned my vehicle and pushed us and hung me on top of the pavement.
Traffic managers from the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, and the Edo State Traffic Management Agency, ETSMA, declined comment as they supervised the removal of the affected vehicles from the road. The driver of the truck and his motorboy fled the scene before the arrival of security personnel. In Benin, Paulo Mukago, NTA News.
And talking COVID-19, Edo State has recorded an increased rate of COVID-19 deaths and infections within the last 3 days. This is as government urged citizens with partial vaccination to complete their dosage in order to reduce any threats. Edo State Head of COVID-19 Response Team, Dr. Sage Edomoyi, was speaking while briefing newsmen at the government house.
The rise in the number of COVID-19 deaths and infections in the days under review were reported from unvaccinated and partially vaccinated persons. Given details of asymptomatic patients spread across Oedo and other local government councils of the state, with the exception of Owan West. Dr. Ebonyi says many persons carrying the virus do not have symptoms, yet transmit the virus to people. He says to have a wider coverage that will guarantee safety of all, more persons must be fully vaccinated, as partial vaccination will not stop the virus.
We are collecting more samples now. Our target for this month is actually 300. We are doing more than that. We picked 14 new cases. We picked 4 new persons have died as a result of COVID infection. There were 3 recoveries, and 3 of the 4 that died were unvaccinated.
A partial immunity may not be able to withstand the pressure of the infection. And remember, we are dealing with Delta variant, which actually has that power to withstand the virus, even with among those that have been vaccinated.
We've heard a lot of people complaining that when they took the first dose, they had muscular pain, they have headache, they have this and that. But all that went away within few hours. So the point is that having that with death, which one is better?
Permanent Secretary, State Minister of Health, Dr. Samuyi Rowa, says the state government is making all efforts to minimize COVID avoidable high risk.
The vaccination points are still all across the state, and you can actually call us to come to your location where you are. If you can pull in enough crowd, and we'll come and vaccinate persons in any community across in this state.
The state government urges citizens to avoid crowded environments, ensure wearing of face masks, and adhere to other non-pharmaceutical protocols. In Benin.
In the meantime, 379 new cases of coronavirus and 4 deaths have been confirmed in Nigeria by the Center for Disease Control. Number of infections now stand at 195,890, discharged 184,882, and 2,556 deaths recorded in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The 379 new cases are reported from 18 states: Lagos 138, Rivers 44, FCT 26, Ekiti 23, Oyo 22, Akwa Ibom 18, Adamawa and Delta 70 cases each. Other states are Anambra 15, Edo 14, Ogun 13, Bayelsa 8, Nigeria 7, Kwara 6, Gombe 5, Plateau 4, while Kaduna and Kano have 1 case each. This is still NTA News at 7. Another break is due. Don't go away.
It's finally here. Yes, the one-stop shop for everything electronics. Benin City, let's jubilate. It's Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesawa Road, Benin City. A unique shopping mall for authentic, high-quality electronics of major brands like LG, Samsung, Scanfrost, Nexus, Hisense, and more. Get quality, authentic brand products like refrigerators, side-by-side fridges, deep freezers, front and top load washing machines, gas cookers, air conditioners, OLED and other varieties of television, DVD players, home theater, standing fans, home appliances, generators of different brands and sizes. You name it, we've got it. Get the best bargain and authentic products at Uyi Technical Electronics Mall, 45 Adesawa Road, opposite Winners Chapel by Ihama Junction, GRA, Benin City. Uyi Technical Electronic Mall. Everything electronics. We dare to stand out.
For center of Benin, I will better for everybody. Waiting, your body to the hot. This one cool me for body. Oh, I will bonanza to travel to different places for Nigeria. Muyi line your modern office for Ibiwe by Ebo Street Junction, Ring Road for Benin City. Don't make travel easy for Chinkele money for everybody. Benin to Warri 1,000 naira. Benin to Port Harcourt 3,500 naira. Benin to Lagos Maitu Yanokpada Iyaba Aja for just 3,500 naira. Benin to Aujiekoma 1,000. Enjoy unbeatable price to Bayasa, Abraka, Ugele, and other places, including comfortable charter service to any destination. Muyi Parcel service they give to help you receive parcel and send parcel to different places for Nigeria. Come enjoy Ogbele Awuf travel price with brand new buses and cars for Muyi Line new ultra modern office for Ibiwe Street, Bayebo Street Junction, Ring Road, Benin City. Muyi Line, cheap travel price for everybody.
And now to the last part of the bulletin. An earlier report on NTA Benin on floods which ravaged Imwetinya Street off Iyama Road, GRA, Benin City, has now attracted the Edo State government's attention. Ifeoma Kafo reports.
Behind me is the water that has gathered for many years and is posing a lot of challenges to the residents of this area. NTA Benin News crew recently visited Imwetinya Street in Benin City, where residents are faced with the challenges of flood.
The water have been giving us stress, mosquito. When it's rain like this, no gutter, everywhere will be flooded.
This water, sometimes you used to go to this compound actually. You to go to that compound. So people that was there, that park away from there, that go to another place, used to enter inside their house. So me and my family we just moved to this compound, this compound like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But this water used to disturb us very, very well.
The report has attracted the attention of the Ministry of Infrastructure that is in charge. Here is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mr. Ferguson in Abulele, with on-the-spot assessments.
What you are seeing here is a natural occurrence. This spot happens to be the lowest spot in this area, in this catchment. So water naturally will find its own level, and that is what is happening here. I don't see any offense being committed by residents or even government. It's a natural occurrence. If you look at this road now in the dry season, the asphalt is still there, and that means it was a solid work. It's just that when it's in the rainy season like this, the water all will come to the lowest point to settle. So government is we are going to see what we can further do. So I'm going to scan the area. I'm going to interface with new map. They have this Adesawa, stormwater, a lot of things. Let us see how we can connect with our sister agencies to find a solution.
I don't want to make them come and check and go. So when they finish now, they'll go start the road, begin to do them.
I'll be glad if government will consider us and do the road. Because in the process of this road, when my daughter fell sick, I wanted to pass the shortcut here to a nearest hospital. But quite unfortunate because the road is bad. I have to turn around before we get to the hospital. She's late.
The residents are hopeful that the government will match words with action. In Benin, Ifeoma Okafo, NTA News.
And that completes our package for tonight. Do have a pleasant night rest. Good night.